Hey everybody, I'm sorry that I had to cancel class today. I know you were devastated that you either had to sleep in this morning or find something to do from 11:30 to 12:45, but I feel certain that you survived and you made it. And so I just wanted to take a couple minutes to just talk to you a little bit. I put on the Canvas site, you'll see up under where you turn in your annotated bibliographies on by Sunday at midnight, you'll see a link with your some more information about your research paper and also the rubric that I gave you a week or two ago that tells you how I'm going to grade it. Everything that's in the information for your research paper is pretty clear and straightforward. It's much like an essay, except for you have done the research to find out more about the topic that you've chosen. We'll talk about this more in class on Tuesday after we get back from Thanksgiving. So technically, you don't have anything that you need to do over Thanksgiving. But just know that on Thursday, that week after we get back, you will need to bring in a detailed outline. So if you find that you have some time, you might want to start working on that because the final version of your essay or research paper has to be in Canvas no later than midnight on Friday, December the 8th. That's about as late as I could give you and make sure that I get it graded on time. So just know that we will be working together on it in class, and then you'll have a few days after we meet. We have 3 more classes, and then after we meet, then you'll have some time to fix up anything that you need to fix. I know you have other things to study for and other things to do, so I want to try to work on this stuff in class as much as we can and get things knocked out so that you don't have to stress about your research paper. Like I said, the information here is pretty clear. By now, everybody knows it's 1,500 words and that it has to be on some aspect of the story Oedipus the King. We learned you could call it all kinds of other things, but about Oedipus. And remember that you're not going to, even though it's your opinion, your ideas, you're not going to use I. And it just goes through in the information that I gave you again, how your introduction should look, how the body of your paper should look, your conclusion. Make sure that you're using credible sources, which you all are because you've been using the library. And again, I want to emphasize to you, if you have had trouble finding your sources for your annotated bibliography, you still have time to go to the library or get on chat and get some help from a librarian. I guarantee you they will be more helpful than you could have ever imagined, and they'll help you find some sources that have a lot of good information in it. So take advantage of that. I'm sure they're going to be working through next week sometime, but I mean, your deadline is Sunday, but you should, so I know they'll be there over the weekend to be available to help you. Take advantage of what your money is going towards, is stuff like the library. Make sure for your research paper, it says 5 to 7 credible sources. So you've found 6. So if there's one you decide you don't want to use, that's fine. But you should have 6, so you have plenty to choose from. And just make sure that if you don't use MLA, you don't cite things properly, then I'm not going to grade it. So it's that important that you do that. Make sure that we talked about the purpose of the in-text citation is so that if the reader, in this case it's me, wants to look on the works cited page to find out more about the journal or book you use, that I can see what you wrote in your paper and that inner citation matches the works cited page. And all the examples that you could possibly need for that are on Purdue OWL, or really you can just Google them. This talks a little bit more about how it will be evaluated, and that rubric is very detailed on that. And so then again, it just says that the deadline is going to be by midnight your time on Friday, December the 8th. So take a look at this. If you have some questions, let me know. I know a lot of you have some drive time, so you could pop your music in or on or whatever and start thinking about what you're going to write so that when you start to write, you've got a lot of it already planned. Sketch out, not while you're driving, but while you're at home, maybe just sketch out some ideas for your outline so that you don't have to work so hard to get that done when you get back. So I think that's about it. I hope you all have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. I really am grateful. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but I really am thankful that I've had the opportunity to teach you guys this semester. After 15 years of working at Troy and teaching at Troy, it's just been great to have and refreshing for me to have the opportunity to teach you guys and get to know you guys and spend some time with you. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Don't eat too much, and I will send you an email probably on Sunday or Monday before we meet on Tuesday, just to remind you of anything that I want you to do for that class, but it won't be a whole lot. We'll just talk a lot on Tuesday, but it's important that you be at in these next few classes because oh, wait, we might have a quiz on the entire play because we didn't have one of those. But also, we're going to look at some different things to help you have a great research paper. So be safe, have fun, enjoy your holiday, and I will see you the week after Thanksgiving. Take care.